Banko Krisi banyuza kuchiti kaende kunganga. Ine pamene banyuza kuchiti kaende kunganga banko Krisi nakana.
Vaunganga evo AI tibiri bakuri mulungu. Uncle Chris, thank you pali iyo idea yanu. Besides, Zambia is a Christian nation.
Pima rubbish.
Pamene nzoenda ku clinic, pamene nzonitenga nienda ku motoka. Bantu bamwe amandevu kuyamba kunitamba balina chimpwena maningi. Nenzomvera munga nenzoziona munga ndine chinyama. Bantu bamwe amandevu balina nzeru za mkomboni.
Mzanga shuwa avutika. Onani shuwa mwe bantu. Onani mwana wamuyanganira bantu. Mulomo chabe weka. The whole day 6 to 6 kungo kamba chabe papa muntu. Bantu bamandevu awo mwandevu bantu. Akangono kwela na motoka so. Awe yae. Nakamoto kwa kakaina nikangono. Honda fit muntu angakwelea mushuwa. Awe yae mwe bantu shuwa utapapata.
True. People in these ghettos, they don't have manners. Some menzo kambati naona monga Esther na mwarira. Vaupu bachabe.
I'm Rachel Mungombwe-Sidat, Mrs. The CEO of Review to Heal Medical Center and Counseling Foundation, where we are right now. I'm a therapist here, and for me, it's a privilege to sit with Esther. We had a session that, for me, being a therapist, it was a bit tough in the beginning. She hesitated. She didn't want to open up. And you know how it is when you know your professional, you have to be in that position. So we cranked, we pushed, and she, at the point of opening up, there was a lot of breakdowns. She had to cry. And from there, I picked that she's carrying a lot within herself. And she's a very, very determined woman. Looking at her body right now and her inner being, the real Esther within her, she's a very, very strong woman. What I picked is she has a lot, she's carrying a lot, and she didn't realize how she got to where she is now. And from what I picked as a counselor is that whatever is happening or whatever was happening in her life, she didn't realize that she was going to end up to this point. So when she started gaining weight, she thought it was BP, sugar, as they told her at the hospital, according to her views, how she says it. And I asked her, because she told me, she says, I've been sick. She says her sickness is because of the blood pressure and her legs started paining. But all in all, what I picked as a counselor, it's not about the blood pressure, it's about what? The legs are paining because of her weight. And the weight came about because of the situation that she's gone through in her life.
Naenda ku hospital neze namvera mushe naona kona bazungu mungani baja bazungu bamutere mondo awe kansi mulungu aliko pamene neze kukamba bazungu chizungu sinenzomvera so neze nakusa mukuka nye kugwera kunishimikira.
I'm Dr. Titus Fernando. I'm a general practitioner here at CFB Medical Center, and Esther has been chosen to take this journey where she is going to be transformed, and we're going to assess her, do assessments on her, and see how best she can maintain her health. So for Esther, we had done some tests that I want Esther to understand about. We had done your thyroid profile, and it actually shows that her thyroid functioning is very normal and there is nothing to worry about that. Then we also did her kidney function. This is actually before she took on, because kidney function, monitoring the kidney function is very important, because in the process of her losing weight there could be some sort of muscle degeneration as well, depending on what path she takes. And sometimes people are put on different weight programs as well, diet programs as well, which involves a lot of different kinds of nutrients that are embedded in the diet. And this certain diets, what they do is actually there are certain nutrients that are not stored in the body, which are even if you take it in higher numbers, they are excreted from the body, and this excretion actually happens through the kidneys. So it's very important that the kidney function is monitored. So her kidney function is actually acceptable. Her creatinine is good, her urea is good, potassium levels, the electrolyte levels are also within the normal range. Her average sugar for 3 months, it's reading 6.16. Basically, it's on the pre-diabetic range. So we would definitely want Esther to maintain this sugar levels, because if at all it crosses the 6.5 barrier, we will have to label her diabetic. But of course it doesn't mean that I'm sure with the weight loss program and with the loss of weight, definitely the sugar will also balance out. Her blood group is B positive. Her total cholesterol levels are slightly elevated. So that's the results that I have at the moment.
My name is Romy Mwila, and I'm a dietitian stroke clinical nutritionist. Basically, my job moves around advising people on what they need to eat in relation to their condition. So basically, as a dietitian, I use diet to manage medical conditions. So this includes a wide range of diseases, non-communicable diseases, even those diseases that may not be non-communicable. So we use diet to treat all those.
Doctor ba digestion. Venzolangiza tumakapu, wachitumakapu nyetole mfumo pimilako Nshima. Kakapu kamene wenzeni kunilangiza na lampu sikwa na baba doctor vamnache kunipaya ine
mwaona kodi sine nalukambapo ino apa nalunena apa kuti Nshima ndiye vuto kodi munthu shuwa munthu kudya 13 lamps 13 tukumo twanga twakumanja tose wikapo natakumene 13 kodi ndani omwe mwaona apa kuti angapulumuke Sono iye afunga kuti alekeretu sima ndipotso akalika sima pasapita chebe masabata yang'ono azabwereramo mumunanaliri kale azakhala wathanzi.
A lot of people take it so personal. Kansima chabe kansima. And just imagine you've grown up eating Nshima and now you want to remove it because you want to lose weight. That's a wrong approach, and those are serious red flags. So the dietary approach as we work on helping Esther to lose weight is she's going to enjoy her foods, her cultural foods, and carbohydrates are key. So carbohydrates, these are the primary source of energy for the body, not fat, not protein. So for us to embark on a sustainable and realistic weight loss journey, Esther needs to eat her Nshima. If she wants, she can eat Nshima for breakfast, for lunch, and for supper.
Ndiponso ndi mzimu ya makolo ilunuza kuti analozedwa kuti azidya sima mopitirira malire. Tsono ine popeza kuti iwo analunena kuti kufikira tikafika mu December afuna kuti aziyenda kuchoka pano kutoka kuno kwa Mandevu kuti azipita kuchaisa nobwerera. Tsono ine nono kuti nakhala nawo pansi Esther ni mhuno wawo wadiesa nzeru kuti ndine mzanga wokondeka ndithu, mzanga uyu ni sing'anga ndiponso ni dokota Chimpukuto kuti akawathandizire kuti mavuto yonse yati. Koma chomwe chonidabwitsa chache njakuti aesa nang'ono wawo wanakana pamutu wa galu. Ukana
Ango Krisi vanani uza kuti nikaende kung'anga pali matenda yanga ine nakana sinifuna voenda kung'anga vachiluva vanakamba kuti Zambia is a Christian nation sinifuna
vaung'anga ivo iyai tibiriva kuli mulungu. Uncle Chris, thank you pali iyo idea yanu. Besides, Zambia is a Christian nation.
Unena zoona anamuloza huyo anamuloza.
So when it comes to consumption of too much Nshima, this cannot be something that may be related to being bewitched, okay? We are coming from a background where too much Nshima has been pronounced in our meals. We've been taught to consume too much. I grew up knowing that I need to eat too much Nshima and less relish. My mother used to say, eat a lot of Nshima, don't finish the relish, finish your Nshima first. So if you see that, everyone in our culture have been programmed to consume more Nshima. So there's nothing about being bewitched concerning Esther. However, because of accustoming the body to a particular habit, the body begins to crave for that habit, and eventually you think it may be related to being bewitched. The other thing that you need to know is that Esther mentioned to say she was depressed at some point and she was eating. So people are different. Others will remove that depression towards food and they'll be eating uncontrollably. So for Esther, we're going to make sure that she enjoys that Nshima. If she wants, she can have it for breakfast, for lunch, and for supper without having any problem.
Esther, that Nshima was too big. A whole mountain.
Kwenze party and Nshima or branch? Because small men never did that, so like who eats like that?
Margrete should mind the way she talks. How would you visit somebody's house and start insulting their lifestyle and their food? Masleko is Bamlusaka.
Hi, my name is Margrete Kondoe and I'm from season 1 of my fitness journey. Esther, I just came to support you, and I watched you from episode 1, and I must say you are doing amazing. So I came to support you and keep going.
Margrete, unabwera wapontera nsima yanga. Okay, zikomo pa ubwera oniona, but ine muntu waso siningapitirize kuyenda naye.
Esther, that Nshima was too big. A whole mountain. Oh my God, that explains the body. And honestly, I feel like you should cut down on carbs. Cut down on carbs, drink more water, and move more, my love. Otherwise, it's not easy, and we won't get anywhere if we're eating Nshima this big. Yo.
Margrete should mind the way she talks. How would you visit somebody's house and start insulting their lifestyle and their food? They've got no manners, eh?
When I first watched episode 1 and I watched her uncle's reaction and his remarks towards Denise, at first I thought he was too brutal, but now that I'm here, I understand. And looking at the size of this Nshima, I have no words.
Is this a party or brunch? Because women never did that. So honestly, who eats like that? And as a trainer, I'm very much disappointed because like the work done now is 0. And I'm very much demoralized because with these eating habits, I'm very much disappointed because women never did that. So who eats like that? All this Nshima.
Also, I think she's lazy. Your legs are bound to get weak if you're not moving. How do you stay in the house a whole year, Mwemandu? Like, honestly, Esther, that's too much.
So they're training a panja, and as a chiona, she's going to sweat because of those eating habits. I need to do my work as well, panja. So panja lelo as a chiona. So step. Oh, just leave your hands. Yeah. So let's go. 1 step.
Icho chimzanga Esther. Tiye ndinokondwera maningi mwandi. Next workout out liwonse. Kapitana ningaponyeko mala yanga ya chepeko na manjaya. Out liwonse. Nikukonda mzanga. Osalekezera pagira Tiye liwonse mzanga.
Netezo trenera munyumba nenzomvera mushe. Mali pamene tinachoka kuyenda trenera panja bantu kungoniangana. That's why sinenzeri comfortable nenzokangiwa kuyenda. That's why nenze kugwa chifukwa chabantu chimpwena kuniyangana.
I've now understood. Now I understand why Esther enzokana kuchoka panja because of how people are looking at her. I've now understood her insecurities. Because we want to ngana munshi. But nevertheless, people still be people. So some will laugh at her, but some will look at her with passionate. So this won't stop us. We'll still proceed. Tachuka panja and we'll start from training outside.
Seeing her outside, it's a good thing. It's a wakondola maningi. Especially that she used to talk about suicide. And that's even the time I decided to call ZNBC and narrated a story to them. Nichokondolesa maning to say she's now exercising. She's got faith. She's alive, she's here, and she's fighting.
Nezo ufuna zipaya kudbe muntu amene neze nachimikirako che Mukuka.
Unataka box? So even mamuza Esther, just focus on your goals, because people will still be people. Bantu amakamba, abakamba vamunsha, abakamba voipa, but just focus and you are going to achieve your goal.
Napenda zuba.
Oh, kwenda mnyumba. Leo tumambelele tumachukua panza.
I'm just concerned about the exercise. It looks tough for my sister. Trainer naye oyo. Kaya wife Itmuya wasn't the one training her. That guy looks gentle.
This is not too much. Just trust the process. This is good for her actually. So the workouts might look like they are very much complicated, but Esther must grow stronger. Afunika kose. So just trust me and trust the process. Otherwise, I've been training clients for a long time. Yeah, though I must confess that not the size of Esther, but anyway, I love the challenge.
Chono hivi vumara kuchita my exercises saize kungo zile mesa chabe unyamula na kungo choka chiva wewe. Siviza kuibana ni sima motopi. Hasi taira kucha bentawe, hasi taira cha tawe yake. Mutaka nisimikiza. Sipa no pomwetiri.
Batumzanya mula boto ya naye mwa na nzaweza.
Nzanya mula?
Manizi amreka bon?
Right.
Right quoi? Just a sip.
Huh?
We're still training. Okay.
Muzanga mwandi ina kukutumira foni ikungolira ngati nakala wali that first ndingamuone muntu okunyumba kufika bafana banuze bati awe banaenda ku hotel Esther shuwa ungasiye muzako zoona Esther.